Okay, people. It is June 22nd, 2017. It's almost noon, which means I'm going to be going outside here very soon. In the back. Now, I was in the back yesterday, and I hired a man to help me. I gave him $45 to help me with the back, to start clearing out the morning glory, people! And the blackberry bush and the buttercup and crabgrasses overtook my compost pile. So that's part's been done. Plus, we cleared out a spot to put all the toys that I want to keep, which, by the way, Andre wants to keep. Because Andre said, "Oh, I want that. I'm going to take you outside and I'm going to show you people. I want that. I want that." So needless to say, there's a big pile of roughed up toys that need to be washed and then eventually put away into this shed, which I'm being held hostage to. Because what if Jerry doesn't come by and work on it? But the new fella that I just hired, apparently he's a framer. So this is good news, people. Because not only is he going to get a little bit of work from me, and I already told him I need help with the greenhouse, installing a few more windows. I need help with the hen house, which is being turned into a seedling room, to secure that so the raccoons don't go in there and make a nest, right? And I want to waterproof it, right? And since he's a framer, he knows how to do all these things. So this is good, right? Or if I need help with the cement bricks in the front that make the slabs to go around the pond and whatnot, or bricklaying or whatever, because I have the bricks and I have the siding for the bricks, but I may not necessarily have the energy, this fella doesn't mind doing it. So this is a good thing. Obviously, I have to come up with the money, but when there's a will, there's a way, right? So anyway, and because he is a framer, right, he can work a little bit on the garage, because I've been saying this on my YouTube channels for a long time, that we need to get into this garage. Got it. It was too cold to do anything over the winter. Spring was very cold. As a matter of fact, I had to turn on my heat yesterday because the house was so cold, because it's been cold. Just like the plants aren't growing that much for certain ones because it's been too cold, right? But anyway, because he's a framer, he'll get a little bit of work out of my landlords, right? In terms of doing some minor repairs on the garage, right? To make sure that everything's good and kosher for when fall comes and winter comes and the rains come, because there's a leak in there, right? And the plastic needs to be pulled, and all the crud that's fallen into the plastic because of the shingles underneath are rotting out. It's going to all be gutted. Everything's going to be gutted, right? And he can help with that, and I'm sure my landlords will pay for that, right, for him. So not only does he get a little bit of work out of me for the things that I need done on the property, but he's going to get a little bit of work if he wants it, people, right? And he did pretty good yesterday. He doesn't lollygag, right? He'll get a little bit of work out of my landlord, right? So that hopefully some of this leakage problem that I have will be rectified come fall, right? And then I gave him a little bit of money to cut. I gave him $20. It wasn't very much, right? To cut the back, to cut the front, because everybody's, that's how they place value on properties, is cut grass. So the grass in the front is cut. And it always makes the yard look nicer anyway. And I'm just too tired to be doing that. And so he ran around out there and did a good job. And so anyway, that's some good news, right? One fella in the neighborhood got some part-time employment, and things are going to start moving around here a little faster, assuming that I can come up with 50 here, 100 there. I like to work in hundreds, 100 at a time. I prefer, if I have to, I'll do 50-50 and whatever, but I prefer to give a man $100 at a time, because at least when you have $100 in your pocket, you can do something with it, right? Now, whether I can do that or not, remains to be seen, but 50 here, 50 there, whatever, 60, whatever, it all starts to add up, people. And this is Uncle John's chair, and Uncle John wasn't stupid. He knew that. He couldn't get out there and do that stuff. So what I couldn't do, he helped to make sure that it got done, because he was an active participant in this house. Now, just imagine Uncle John sitting in this chair, because I am gripped. This is what I'm going to call this video, people. I am gripped with fear today. I am so fearful of the city of Surrey that I'm on the verge of freaking tears. Okay? I am going to go outside, out there, and I'm going to cry my way through it as I wait for this city to come sneaking in at 7:30 in the morning at any point in the near future with their fucking mad truck and start stealing Andre's dirty toys. Yeah, while Fraser Health Authority and CIBC Bank banked the money that they stole from Uncle John that should have went towards that shed. And just imagine if Uncle John was sitting here right now, okay? As this stuff was going on, and somebody came in, and the little birdie told him, John, guess what's going to happen to you next week? Next week, you're going to get the flu. And when you get the flu, you're going to go to the hospital because your family doesn't want you to die. And you don't want to die. So you make the right decision and you go to the hospital under a non-emergency ambulance call, right? But I'm here to warn you, John, that the minute you fucking get there, they're gonna put you in the fucking hall and they're gonna make you lay down by doping you up so that you can't get up, and they're gonna give you a bedpan so that they can't help you, so they won't, not can't, so they won't help you go to the washroom, and they'll know that your legs will seize up between not getting out of bed and walking and being doped up, being that you haven't been on any drugs of any kind for 20 years. And they're going to keep you like that in the hall for 2 to 3 days before they move you to another little room, keep you drugged up, and then move you upstairs, keep you drugged up, and never release you and make it so that you never ever see your family again. What do you think Uncle John would be thinking of if he was sitting in this chair and got that information before it happened to him? What do you think he would be thinking about? What do you think he would be telling his family? Do you honestly think that he would want to go to the Surrey Memorial Hospital or any hospital in the province of British Columbia, Canada, knowing that he was going to fucking disappear in advance? So that his family can be harassed by some corrupt city council that's just on a money grab here, money grab there, money grab over there, terrorizing its residents as they're pushing them closer and closer into homelessness, getting them addicted to drugs so that they forget their fucking problems, and then filtering in fentanyl and all this other shit to kill them off so that they don't have to take no responsibility for the bullshit that they perpetrate in society. Damn right I'm in fear, people. You know why? Because I'm thinking, these little bastards, they're sneaky. They're just gonna roll up at 7:30 in the morning with their fucking truck. And they're just gonna go out there, take what they want, do what they want, and they're gonna roll off, and then they're gonna charge my landlady. And I'm gonna get up in the morning and I'll be like, damn, what happened? Even though I've been in this fucking yard day after day after day for 12 hours, 10 hours at a time. As they move in immigrants that come from all these other countries that have absolutely no alliance with the Canadian people because they're on their own freaking mission to acquire wealth, to buy a house, to provide quality healthcare service to the elderly in the community. As they destroy their families. And the mayor of this city doesn't give a rat's fucking ass because as long as she's concerned about or what cares about is taxes. There goes the camera. There goes the camera. There goes the camera. I told you this camera didn't work. It kicks out. Something's wrong with it too. I think when I had it at the pawn shop, somebody dropped it. Because I'm not aware of it being dropped. And they never used to do that until it came back from the pawn shop. So needless to say, I'm on the verge of tears. I'm having serious, I'm in the grip of fear. I'm in the grip of fear that I'm going to be out there today, tomorrow, whatever, or tomorrow morning I'll wake up and my shit will be gone, right? Because like I said, they'll just come sneaking in at 7:30 in the morning when I'm sleeping. That's what they do with the homeless people out there. They just roll up and fucking rustle everybody out, start grabbing their shit, throwing their shit on the truck and drive fucking off. People lose their wallets, people lose their medications, people lose their eyeglasses, people lose their blankets, people lose their clothes, people lose their shoes. People lose everything. Because the city, for some reason, seems to think it can just come along and take what it wants under some bylaw. And then charge the owners. So in other words, if you're homeless, along comes the cop and then charges you for being fucking homeless after they robbed your shit. In this situation, they charge you to take the shit, right? And then they force it, make you so that you get kicked out, and then they fucking harass you on the street until you're dead. Killing off the birdies so the birdies don't tell the elderly people and the disabled people what the fuck is in store for them the minute they show up at the freaking emergency wards. I don't know when this bandwagon's gonna stop, people. Like, honest to God, I don't know when this bandwagon is gonna stop. But I'm not gonna stop talking about the reality of what's going on in my world. And my children's world, and my grandson's world, and the world of my stepdad, Mr. Bernard John Duncan, who mysteriously disappeared because he inherited some money that nobody told him about until 13 months after the fact, when they could dope him up and make sure he couldn't walk out of the fucking hospital. And if he didn't inherit the money, then they stole his pension plans. Bottom line, they took away his assets, they took away his family, and nobody warned him about it. Well, in this video, you're getting warned if you got something sitting in a fucking in some safe somewhere. I swear, you better get yourself 10 lawyers. 10 lawyers. Don't rely on one lawyer, people, because if you rely on one lawyer, these bastards that do this kind of shit, they'll railroad that one lawyer, and that one lawyer will get nowhere in life. That one good person will get nowhere in life because you got 10 bad people going against the one good. Like in Uncle John's case, the one good lawyer tried to talk to Uncle John because Uncle John wanted to talk to the freaking lawyer. But no, Fraser Health made sure Uncle John didn't get no lawyer. Fraser Health made sure that Uncle John couldn't talk to the lawyer. Same thing with CIBC Bank. It's a rant, right? Oh, there she goes again, hollering, screaming. She needs to go on medication. It's her imagination. Yeah, my imagination. There goes the camera.